Welcome back, lords and ladies, to another Strong Arms and Swift Steel number 2 Hotseat as the Lannisters. Now, this time, I'll be showing you how I'm going to kill off one of their major stacks as House Stark. So I'll be taking Marbrand. I don't exactly remember how many men of which type, so we'll just say that many. Goes about right there. That's in the case that the Starks try and move over this way, then he's still in range to get back into Golden Tooth. But at the same time, he's in range of Pink Maiden. Because they got a new adoption candidate here, Hostess Snow. So if I can kill him, that cuts off the adoption line, at least by one. That way they only have, 7 left until Rickon comes of age. Alright, so now there's a little bit more to do than just that. So gotta do that. I do have to kill a few buildings to do these. But it shall pay off soon. Right, we need... So then Marbrand will make another fort here because there's an escape route through the forest. And when we get this fort wall going, then there's no escape. Plus, we'll take Master Tommen, like I explained in a previous episode. That was a possibility. When actually at the time it was not, because they would have easily been able to call my bluff here, and I would not have enough men to do this. But in this case, I do have enough men, and I will destroy them. Or at least Master Bolt. Now you're thinking, Tommen's, in the open. Not really. Because they have nothing to protect Stony Sept. Shut up, Clegane. I love you, man, but no. Alright, so we'd give these 3 spears to this army. Yeah, then... That's weird. Well, anyways, we'd send armory over here. Either just 2 crossbows or 1. Because this one has an archer. Not sure if they'd throw more money at that. But next turn, we'll be able to occupy this place, and we'll get 1,000 back in our income pot, which will be nice. Maybe we'll rebuild all of our our small chapels just so the admin does not flay us, because his name is Bolton. Either way, we got a little bit of brigands to spawn, which is, going to be helpful, I suppose. Well, it'll block them off, but either way, we're going to be taking this +1 command, handing it off to Tyrion, so then he's a night fighter over here, which I didn't think about earlier, and we're going to be throwing everybody in here, because it also gives free upkeep on that unit, but it also kind of gives us a little bit of leeway. But I mean, they're really pressing us here. So we'll also move Janos. I think he's about right here. So he's in range of Maidenpool, Duskendale, Antlers, Stokeworth, Rosby, and King's Landing, all from right there. He's got a half a stack. If you want to stop me with, throwing militia at it, or like 6 generals and another cavalry unit, you'd have to waste money on a fort and units, so then you'd have about half a stack. Actually, you'd have 9 units. But yeah, that's also because Dragonstone has a lot of troops. So does, glass Glass, what's your name? Sunglass. I want to say Stone Glass for some reason. Probably because Stone Dance is gone. But our ships will be ready in 2 turns. We'll be able to maybe confront them, perhaps. I'll have to check out odds on that stuff. Otherwise, yeah, we do end up taking out this fort. And Lannister joins the dead Stark Lords. So we have Walder Frey, Carstock, Stonehenge with Blackfish in it. Now, I could have besieged Stone Dance, but I mean Stonehead. God, dang it! But there was too many good units around, and I just did not feel confident enough. Besides, Master Roos, I could probably have blocked him off. But then they could have forted, taken my forts or something for all the troops that I would use. So there's that. Either way, we're not in range this turn to attack Bolton, which is good for us. So we'll end up throwing, I believe, mostly generals over here for what I could do. I don't quite remember exactly how I did this. Next turn I'll show you exactly what and where I did it. But most of the men are just going to be in these 2 forts. Because then I have 2, 3, 6, 7, and then I'll have 8, 9. I'll be at the maximum fort limit, so I had to give up some forts. The Tarly situation has not moved. Checked around with my good old diplomat, and I did not see anything. Nothing was coming from the south, so I had to move with Clegane. We'll have to use Clegane next turn to attack Bolton. And then after that, I could probably move him south, because that'll pretty much... I mean, either they have to really hold on to Stonehenge here, or they're going to have to fold the Riverlands, and I'm going to just fort off here, and over here, and over here. Because the time has come for River Run to fall. But yeah, we're hurting economically, and next turn we'll be able to gain some money back from, you know, having Stony Step back on our side. Okay, we moved the ships here. That's about it. There's not really much more to do there. Yeah, Stannis is a little interesting because I feel like they're just starting to throw more troops up this way from south. But at the same time, now they don't have to because Dragonstone is no longer in danger. Which sucks for us, but eh. I mean, if we could have gotten our ship in Dragonstone and back over here in port, well, they would have besieged us here and we would have had an army stuck on Dragonstone, but you know, Dragonstone would have given us a really nice sacking amount, so there's that. Just like Harrenhal. And we'll be able to take out Pink Maiden because they're cut off from reinforcements. Also, I put Leftfoot either here or there. If I put him here, then that just blocks them from forting right there. Same if he's here, because you can't fort right next to an enemy. So I just put him there to stop this guy from forting, because I'm pretty sure he'd be in range. I mean, he's not from there, but he is about 1 tile away from there, so, you know. You just gotta cover your back. Lots of things could happen here. See? He's in range. Anyways, that's pretty much all I got here. I think I threw her into that fort because it was just gonna be that way. So, I'll see you guys in the next turn.